Shit. Scars and Maserati. Ha. I'm giving them hope.
CMPRadio.net, the voice of Chester.
I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. I'm giving them hope, you giving them hell. You filling with pride, then you sit in the jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. Put it in your pocket, for they come in pockets, you nigga. That's when they sit you on your pocket with a Glock to you, nigga. He ran out of time, ain't make it to the hospital, nigga. His body cold, the stick inside him. He a popsicle, nigga. It always be the ones like guns, you know I got you, my nigga. That fuck around and rock you, and I ain't talking fossils, my nigga. They fuck around and pop you, and I ain't talking sock you, my nigga. I'm talking blood up on the floor, they gotta mop you, my nigga. City where it's 2 schools, one you gotta go. Imagine if you had a funeral, and don't nobody show it, gotta hurt, even when you die. Your baby mama heard you dead, she ain't even cry. Now who gon' raise your son? They ain't gon' teach him how to read, but how to raise a gun. They got him standing on the corner in the blazing sun. You know, when it's summertime, the Lord is taking some. It might just be your family that he taking. I'm giving them hope, you giving them hell. You filling with pride, then you send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. I'm giving them hope, you giving them hell. You filling with pride, then you send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell.
Yeah, I'm giving them hope, they said I would fail. Whoever thought they see a nigga prevail, they probably rather see me down bad, how bad, 6 feet or sitting in cells. I'm pivoting well, like I'm MB round the rim, please give them the pill. Shit so vivid, it could give them the chill. I ain't talking, I done did it for real. Never roll with a squad, a nigga scrawny nigga, but I've been a problem, nigga. If I spot him, then I'm on him, little shorty with the big 40, spinning corners with it. Had the box up so I could part niggas. How they co-signing corny niggas, fuck your top 5 at the top spot, not mine. I bomb on all them niggas. I'm giving them life Jews that can sit with them right moves and envision and put you in the right place, right time, link with the right dudes. Now you getting it from $1 in a dream of flying out to see if the price cool on some business shit, ice cool. But I did the shit not to mention you can't live in it. Then I realized that the property's better. The margin of profit is better.
Good evening, everyone, my beautiful community, all my beautiful fans of W.W.J.D. Thank you for tuning in yet again for another epic week, another epic live podcast from your new star host, me, Joshua Shockley. And of course, as promised, I got my star guest, real estate agent, Chester City, born and raised, Jeon Foley.
Thank you. Thanks
What's
for the introduction,
up, bro?
man. Thanks for the introduction, man. Everything's good. Everything's good, man. Life is good. Life is beautiful, to be honest with you.
Very beautiful, bro.
Right.
First, let me get to the word of the week, right? WWJD, we do a word of the week every week. This week will be no different. Forgive me for not being as prepared this week, y'all. I've been running, so let me pull it up for y'all real quick. It's a good word, too. That word is going to be contiguous. Contiguous. The definition of contiguous is sharing a common border, touching. The sentence that they gave is the 48 contiguous states, right? So when you hear that word, bro, contiguous, what comes to mind?
Connectivity.
Yeah.
We all connected.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes lines can be invisible. We might not see those lines, but it's there. Like, it's just invisible lines. But it's the same thing with people and relationships we have with people. We're connected, but some lines might be drawn that say that we're separated, but in all reality, we really connected. That's what I think about when I hear that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So, you know, just getting right into it, bro. First and foremost, let me say that back in the day, Axel Foley, as we used to call you, was the snowball champion. Nobody had the best accuracy, the best snowball. If he hit you with a snowball, you was done.
Done.
But not only if he hit you, but you can hit somebody from the top of the block, bro, a whole block away, and it'll be dead on point.
Yo.
So much so we used to be betting money like, nah, he ain't gonna make that.
Yo, it's accurate with the snowball.
Accurate with the snowball. So, bro, man, we go so far back, and we could talk for years.
Yeah, no doubt.
About life,
yeah, that's
man.
True.
But just give the people a little bit of your background. Let us know who you are, where you come from, and
Right. Well, let's say I'm gonna give you a small background, add some accuracy for my snowball. I used to be a baseball player, so that's what that was. I played baseball from age of 5 to like 13. So that's why I was accurate with the snowballs. Let me give you that. That's why I was accurate with the snowballs. But me, Jeon, Foley, that's my name. I'm a real estate professional. That's just what I do professionally. But personally, my background is like a kid from Chester who's seen it all, done some things, heard some things. But more importantly, my background is just trying to make a positive impact on people, man.
Absolutely.
That's my real background. That's the background.
Absolutely.
Just positivity is my background.
Just coming from where we coming from, man. One thing we really super duper big on W.W.J.D. Anybody that watches know that we big on giving out flowers.
That part.
Right? And I just want to give you your flowers, bro. And it stems from a statistic that we read that most men don't receive their first bouquet of flowers until their funeral.
Whoo!
Major, right? Yeah.
That's real.
I'm glad it hit you like that. See, they hear it all the time, right? But I love when it impacts somebody that heard it for the first time, bro. Most men don't receive their first bouquet of flowers until their funeral.
Wow.
Major, right?
Wow.
So big ups to you, bro. This is your flowers, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I know where we come from. We come from a city that if we had allowed it to, it would have swallowed the dream whole.
True.
Not even spit it out. It would have just swallowed it. It would have never came back out. You would have never seen it.
You done.
But we were grateful and blessed enough that didn't happen to our dream. Now we had to hit a couple walls and got hurt and got in accidents
Definitely
and all
got some
types
bumps
of
and bruises
yeah,
and some scrapes along the way, man. Definitely got a lot of those. But you know what? Shouts out to the women in our life, though.
Yes.
I know you had a praying mom. I had a praying grandmom. She prayed for the whole hood. You know what I mean?
The whole hood.
Rest in peace, Miss Frisbee. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shouts out to the women in our life who was, looking out for us.
And the women that's still in our lives.
That's still in our lives looking out for us, that behind the scenes stuff that they doing. You know what I'm saying? And they holding it down for us. So most definitely.
I also want to take the time out. I talked to you before the show. I want to take the time out to shout out Mira Curl.
Yeah.
He gave me a shirt, it was a squad up shirt, official squad up shirt, bro. And if you get a chance, another Chester native who has his own clothing line, Z1
man.
Clothing, go check it out. Z as in the letter Z, number 1 clothing. Go check it out. I'm talking about.
Shouts out to my man M Zone, man.
Yo,
I need one of them squad up shirts right now, man.
I'm gonna show you in the car too, bro.
Nice.
I'm talking about it's official.
Nice.
And I was supposed to wear it tonight. And bro, I literally was at City Hall all day. I had 2 interviews there. One not live, one live with Will Morgan. And which is a dope interview. If you didn't check it out, go check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
And then I took my daughters to the hair store and I had to run right back here. So I didn't get a chance to change, bro. But I want you to know that I wanted to make sure I shouted you out and showed you the love. Please go check out Z1 Clothing. Close childhood friend of mine, he doing his thing. We from the dirt, man, and we out here.
I need one of
rocking
them
the road.
shirts, man.
Oh, it's a squad up joint. Wait till I show you, bro.
I need one of them shirts.
And he gave
right
me a
now.
jacket, bro. The saying on the back of his jacket, I don't even want to put it out there because he trying to trademark it.
Got you. But
when I show you, that joint dope.
I'm gonna need one.
So, bro, real estate. Yeah. Was this always a dream of yours? How did you get into real estate?
Yeah, it was, but it was something I didn't have the knowledge or the wherewithal to materialize it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like you said, like the way our community set up, it was nobody around that can like, yo, do this and do that and do this. But yeah, it was something I always wanted to get into, but I just didn't know how to get into it until I just got into it. Like, yo, they got schools for this. Just go to school for it. And I'm like, yeah, why ain't you think of that a long time ago, right? But yeah, so that's how I got into it. Went to school for it. Got my certificates, passed my state exam for the state of Pennsylvania, and I just recently got my Delaware license, so now I can practice real estate down in the state of Delaware. I know a lot of people have been waiting for me to do it. I've been had it, but they've been so backed up with everything, with paperwork, because of the pandemic and stuff, that I finally just got my license. So now I can start moving down in the state of Delaware and then expand and help a lot of first-time home buyers. That's my niche right there. I like to help people materialize their dream. You know.
And can you shout out your real estate company?
I'm with Homesmart Realty Advisors right here in Fishtown and Philly, and down in Delaware is Brokers Realty Mart right here in Wilmington. So I'll be working in Wilmington and in Philly. So I'm Delaware and PA now. So I'm available for y'all now.
So for a first-time home buyer, right? Somebody that doesn't know anything about buying a home. And let's just say they don't got good credit. What's the first step?
Save your money. You're going to need money, flat out. Down payment and closing costs. Save money. Work on your credit in the process of saving your money, and make sure you got a verifiable income. You know, your jobs, it can be any type of monthly something you getting, job, you know, from your job. It can be Social Security, child support. It can be any type of verifiable income that you have coming in that can be counted towards getting a loan for making your purchase on your property. So for all the first-time people out there that are trying to buy a home, there's three things: credit score, monies, and verifiable income. Just making sure you got your money together.
So y'all heard it here. Credit score, money, and verifiable income.
Right.
We need those three things.
Right.
If we want to own these homes. So, you know, what's the next step? So we got verifiable income. What's the process like though? Is it easy to get a loan today, or is it harder?
Well, now the way things going with this economy and what the Fed is doing with the interest rates and stuff like that, it's a little bit harder because now they're raising the interest rates, and that all goes into your debt to income ratio. So you have to have a certain percentage of money going in and percentage of money going out, into your household. So with the interest rate going up, it's a lot of people who DTI or debt to income ratio is shrinking because like, yo, you won't be able to afford this house at this price with this interest rate percentage. Yeah. Versus, man, last year, yo, it was ridiculous what I was seeing. It was beyond ridiculous. So like the interest rates were so cheap, you can get a crib for $350,000 at a 3% interest rate because of where your DTI was. Now, the interest rate at like 6%, that $350 is more like $270 now. So it's just like, yo, your purchasing power shrunk. But on the flip side of that, that's going to cost home prices to devalue or market correction, because a lot of the stuff that was happening, the post-pandemic 2021, it was just like I had clients, we putting in solid offers, and we get outbid when somebody like, let's say, prime example, it was a house on the market for $200,000. It was cool, moving ready, turnkey, ain't have to do nothing to it. Man, we put in a solid offer, asking price, all types of stipulations that would be favorable for the home seller. Somebody came in, offered the house $30,000 above asking price. So they put $230, take it, regardless of appraisal. And we like, man, you can't beat that with a bat. Like, I'm not even mad at them. We just got outbid, but it was a lot of that going on. And what happened was that kind of like set a trend to where as though a lot of prices started getting jacked up. You know, it was like price hike, price inflation started happening. Yeah. And it was just like, yo, this is wild. Why is this happening? Oh, because the cost of money is cheap to borrow it And people started getting them stimulus checks, them PPP loans. They started going crazy with the stuff.
Hey, I never seen so many. The most business owners I ever seen in my life.
Yo, it was like, I ain't gonna hold you. The pandemic was a blessing for me and my family, man. I watched my sister started a travel agency business.
Absolutely.
Like, because of the stuff. So I know it was
that's what it was supposed to do.
That's what it was supposed to do.
It was supposed to boost the economy that way.
It was supposed to do.
And it did. I think millennials right now are like at the top of their game. Coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like as far as business owners and homeowners, they're at the top of their game.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people came out on top. But now with the Fed raising the interest rates, it's kind of like causing the prices to go back down, which is cool.
They want that money back.
They want that money back. They want that money back more than that quantitative tightening. They want that money back. So what they doing, which is a good thing though, because what's happening is it's a market correction happening. So this is how the trend is, I think, is going to go. A market correction is going to happen. That house that sold for $230 was really supposed to sell for $200. Now it's going to get priced at $200 and sell for $200 now.
Got you.
But an overcorrection may even happen, whereas though that house that would have sold for $200 is probably going to sell for $175 because the way the market is. So you're going to have a correction, then it's going to be an overcorrection, aka it might be a crash, which would be cool for a lot of first-time buyers. So wait for the other side of the pendulum to swing.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So
I want y'all to. I hope y'all catching this. Because this is real estate 101 right here. You don't gotta go nowhere. We answering all your questions right here on W.W.J.D. Yep. So in the terms of down payment, right, saving money. What's a good solid amount for low income household that they want to own their property? They want to own their house. Right. What's a solid amount for them to be able to come in and say, hey, I have this?
I always say 10,000 is a solid. I say it's a good starting point. If you have that, you're like, okay, cool. I'm ready to rock and roll. Because if you got 10, let's say you find a house, and all that stuff is subjective to the purchase price of the property and the location of the property, because taxes are different in different municipalities. So if it's like that, I would say 10. So if you got 10 and we find a house, the tax is a little bit higher over here, okay, cool. It's gonna cost you 12. We go to settlement in 6 weeks. So now it's just like, all right, I gotta get $2 more thousand over the 6 week span. I save up a couple of paychecks, I'll be fine. So I always say that, or we can find something. Oh, it's really gonna cost you $8,000 for down payment and closing costs over here in this municipality. Oh, cool, you good? You got the 10. You all right? We might can ask for some seller assist. You probably don't need it though, but we'll be fine. And that makes us look good when we go submit an offer for the seller. Like, okay, he don't need me to help him with the closing costs. All right, bet. Let's go with this offer. So gotcha. I always say start with 10. So
10,000, that's a good number. So let's go back a little bit, man.
Right.
Because we got to, right? It's
only right.
We go way back to our Sun Village days, man. Like I said, we was rough, man.
Real rough.
We was a rough bunch, man.
Real rough.
Nobody really told us to do what we doing now.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's what a disconnect is.
How do we change it?
What we doing right now? We are changing it. We changing it right now. Role models, examples. We gotta be accessible to the youth. Like, they need to be able to touch you, have that conversation with you. Because a lot of people, when you evolve to a certain point, you want to stay away from the things that you came from. Yeah. The turmoil, the trauma. A lot of it is traumatic. When a lot of people, when they get their chance to leave home and they leave the hood, they leave a traumatic experience that they had. Yeah. And I don't blame them, but your successes can be triggering in a positive way for the next generation. Like, they can say, oh, Dad, she from the Bennett and she doing this now. Like, yeah, she from down to LV and now he doing that thing now. So that thing needs to be prevalent and it needs to be seen. It needs to be able to be touched by the youth so they can say, oh, I don't gotta do that. I can do this. And that was our problem. We didn't have that.
We didn't have nobody standing in the gap.
Nah, not at all. Nobody to bridge the gap to be like, nah, young boy, you don't gotta do this. You can do that instead. Like,
And that's why I'm so grateful, bro, to be connected with, to be reconnected with men like you and women,
Right.
and the other women in our community that we grew up with, right? Because now we're seeing more and more of us standing in that gap.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tell people all the time, it's nothing you can't tell me. It's nothing you can't come talk to me about.
Right.
I'd have been through everything.
That part.
Like literally, I'm grateful that I can say it so freely and
Yeah.
so boldly today.
Yeah.
Right? Because it was a time that it was like, God damn, God. Like, sheesh, again. And again. And you like, and I share with you one of my quotes of the year. I heard this before I started my podcast, and it literally changed my life when I heard it. It wasn't raining when Noah built that ark.
Not at all.
It was not raining when Noah built the ark. Everybody thought he was crazy. They thought he was losing his mind. But it wasn't raining.
It wasn't raining.
Nor did he know how to speak animals. But God still brought him in 2 by 2.
Right.
And when I first heard it, I was like, yo, I got to keep building my art.
Right, absolutely.
I got to keep building my art, no matter how crazy they think I am.
Right.
Because it's not their vision. God gave that vision to Noah.
Yeah.
He knew what he had to do, and he was determined to do that.
Yeah.
And what did God do in return? He brought everything that was supposed to be there
right
to him.
Another gem I got from that is, if you're a man, stay on your purpose. Find your purpose and stick to that purpose. That was Noah's purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So no matter the distractions, like family, friends, especially if you're a man, don't let women become your distraction. Stay on your purpose, because once you grounded in your purpose and you working towards achieving that goal, or whatever that purpose is, or materializing that vision that you have, then that's the things that you need for that vision to become materialized. It'll start coming to you. The 2 by 2 will start coming to you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm experiencing that now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have.
Right.
Just being a business,
being in business, absolutely. Like, it's crazy. Like, when you, like, don't worry about how the success is going to come. Just worry about getting in it, staying in the journey. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, the resources that you need for you to become successful will come, because it'll come out of nowhere. Like, somebody hit me with a text message. Hey, call this number. I was just talking about you. Oh, yeah? Cool. Hey, listen, my mom, she trying to sell her house. Why, when, blah, blah, blah. All right, bet. I didn't see that coming, because this the crazy part. Most of the things that's going to work out for your benefit is taking place in an unseen place. It's the stuff that you can't see that's working for you.
Talk.
Like, no, real talk, though.
I know.
Like, real talk, though. It's taking place in an unseen place. You can't. It's not on your radar.
Yeah.
But somebody having a conversation about you that's going to help you materialize your goal, your vision, because you stand in your purpose.
Man.
And that's really how it works, though. That's
Works
real.
like that
all the time,
bro.
Wish I knew that 20, 15 years ago, when I was like a teenager or my early 20s. If I'd have knew that principle and would have been applying that, man.
Bro, I tell people all the time, if somebody had told me I'd have been where I'm at now, I would have wanted to rumble. Yeah. Real rap, you know me, bro. Back in the day, I would have wanted to rumble, because I'd have been like, yo, you lying to me and I ain't playing with you. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yo, stop playing games with me, bro. Get out my face.
Like, get out my face, man. We in the trenches out here, man.
And you talking about I'm be a podcast host, I'm gonna be a teacher, I'm gonna be all this great stuff. Man, if you don't get out my face, man.
Shout out to Amino Guns, right?
Yo. Oh, that's my man. That's my man.
Bro, the first day that we walked into Chester Hive to teach summer school, we looked at each other and we was just in disbelief. Like, we had to remind each other what we was here for, because we got caught up looking around at the walls and stuff, and we was like,
flashback.
You about to go teach a class with a curriculum I wrote? Wow. Like, that was crazy. Wow. Bro, I've been writing curriculum.
That's hard. I
was a lead youth development specialist. I was teaching after school programs.
That's hard. That's
me, bro.
That's crazy, man.
So I say that to say this, right? To any of the young brothers that's out there listening, and the young women too. Change.
Yo, it's a real thing.
Change. Like, change right now.
Yeah.
Like, don't play. We don't have time, right? I tell them all the time, one thing I learned about Kweli, right? The most important thing I learned from my son was we don't have time. We don't control it. We set these alarms. We plan these dates. We plan to go to work. We plan to sell houses, right? I plan my podcast. And a lot of times it makes us arrogant.
Yeah.
Like, we control time. We don't.
Nah.
You can see me right now on this show tomorrow and see me on the news later on tonight, car accident, anything.
Hey, you know what? And that's real, though, because time is the only thing that's undefeated. You can't beat that.
You can't
a lot of
beat
people
it.
like, yo, the internet undefeated. Nah, time is.
You can't beat it.
beat it. And time is your most valuable asset. We all be on a paper chase. We all want the nice clothes, nice cars, all that. And we all want bread. We all trying to get to the bag. But what I've noticed from successful people, they use money to buy more time.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to pay you to do that task so I can go kick it with my kids.
Yep.
I'm going to pay you to run that errand so I can take my wife on a date. Yeah. I'm going to pay you to do that thing so I can go on vacation.
Wow.
I'm going to pay you that thing so I can go to the gym.
Wow.
So I can read that book and educate myself more. That's what they do. They use time. They use money to buy more time. And the thing that they do with their time, a lot of the time they take care of their personal health, their mental, their spiritual health. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the real Jeon. That's the real Jeon. For real. Yeah. So that's what it is. Time is your most valuable asset. And how you be mindful of how you use your time, who you spend it with, the relationships you have, the conversations that you have. Like,
please, y'all, be mindful of your time.
Yeah.
Like young kids, like I always tell the kids, pick your friends as if you picking your future. If I want to be a barber, what I look like hanging out with a mechanic? That's not. We got two different dreams. Yeah. If I want to be a mechanic, what I look like hanging out with a carpenter?
Yeah.
Right? Nah. We our conversations is different.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our aspirations is different. Our goals is different. Our dreams is different. We speaking on two different wavelengths. Yeah. And what happens a lot of the times, we get caught up in just trying to fit in that box that they gave us, right?
Yeah.
And I remember my Aunt Patricia, she dropped so many Jews on me. Right. So I'll mention her throughout my life. But she always said, Josh, sometimes you got to step outside your box, look in, and you got to clean that thing up.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the box get dirty. Yeah. Because not only is we putting stuff in the box, we allowing other people to put stuff in their box.
Right.
Then they bring somebody with them, and they get in the box, and then they bring some, and before you know it, you so crowded with all this nothing.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all nothing. No,
right.
If it's not about your purpose, if it's not about what God has blessed you with and gave you, your family, your children, the time that he's giving you. Right. Everything else is nothing.
It's trash.
It's trash.
See, that's the thing about that. Like, I always, this young lady that I know, right? A couple girls that I've met over my life. And one thing, how I vet females is I look at their living space, right? Yeah. Because the way they keep their living space is an inclination of what goes on in their mind. If their house is messy, if their room is messy, their mind is messy. You got a lot of clutter. You got a lot of mess on your mind. Yeah. That lets me, but that's uniform for everybody, male and female. So the clutter, the box, the mess, like, yo, clean your mind out. Because everything starts with your mind first. You know what I'm saying?
And I always say how you start something is how you're going to finish it.
Exactly. Yeah. The same way you do anything is the same way you'll do everything. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with your mind first. So when it comes to that, the box, you clutter. He got some mess. Then he bring his homie and they got some mess. Now you got everybody's mess on your mind. And it's just like, and you got to be careful because energy is transferable. You know what I'm saying?
Without a doubt.
That's what it is. You just transfer energy all day, every day. When you speak a word, you look at somebody, it's an exchange of energy. So you got to be careful of who you exchange your energy with. Your time.
Let me ask you this. What was some of the biggest things that you had to overcome in life to get to where you are now? And I know that God is going to take you so much further. This is just the beginning,
no doubt. Ain't no doubt about that. Yeah.
What were some of the things that you had to overcome to get you right here?
Patience. practicing patience, and having a level of understanding. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that it's not going to happen overnight. But the patience, because you get frustrated, the questioning, and when is the biggest question in the world. Everybody wants to know when. Like, when is it going to happen? Like, when? Like, when, right? But the patience and calmness. I practice calmness when I'm in a traffic jam. You can't go nowhere. You stuck, dog. Like, you done. You can't do nothing.
Where you going?
Why you mad? You beating the horn. You can't go. Can't nobody go anywhere. Be calm. Find calmness in that stillness. Because you sitting still in traffic. It's calmness in the stillness. So just be still. Be calm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I learned that, and that helped me with a lot of patience. So, and it helped me emotionally too, not to get frustrated so easily, because when your emotions running high, your logic is running low. You're not thinking straight when you angry all the time and you pissed off. Like, practice that calmness. Yeah. Practice that patience. So yeah, patience and understanding helped me to where I am right now.
And one of the key words that I took away from that outside of patience was understanding.
That part.
A lot of people don't understand how important having understanding is.
Very important.
Right? Understanding can squash a lot of beefs.
Well, oh, God.
Understanding can stop a lot of killings.
Oh, man.
Understanding can stop a lot of the hating. Understanding can stop a lot of the negativity. When you understand something, it just gives you a different perspective. Yo,
right.
I understand he don't got a dad in his life.
Right.
I understand his mom on drugs. I understand that he's hungry.
Right.
I understand that she can't get her hair done. I understand that her clothes dirty because she don't got a washer or a dryer. She can't afford it. I understand that. Mm-hmm. So no, I'm not going to tease her. No, I'm not going to shame him. No, I'm not going to go at him because I understand.
Yeah.
When you got that level of understanding and you can see your community eyes wide open,
right?
It's like, yo, we all messed up.
You know what the messed up part about it is? We normalize what's messed up.
Yeah.
Then becomes cultural.
Yeah.
Circling back to being around the way, it was all messed up, but it was normal to us. It was there every day. We seen it every day.
That's deep.
Every day, because it was normal to us.
I share with you, man. It was so deep, right? I was sharing with Jeon before the show started how when my son mom got pregnant, I purposely got her pregnant.
Right. And
not because this is the crazy part. I never planned on being a father. I want y'all to catch how deep this is, right?
Man,
because
is bad, man.
This is the mindset
of the community
and the kids, right?
Yeah.
I never had plans to raise my child. When I had my son, it was literally, I thought I was either going to go to jail for life or somebody was going to kill me. And I wanted to leave her something behind because that was the love of my life at the time.
Right.
And big shout out to Shanta because she's still in my life. That's my baby.
Yeah, no doubt.
One of my best friends in the world, motivated to me. But I wanted to leave her something. And I wanted to leave my mom something behind that they could say, oh, that's a part of Josh, right?
Yeah.
But how crazy is it that as a man today, I'm like, damn.
My thinking was all wrong.
All wrong. Like I remember a kid said, I was teaching, this is back in the day too. This is Weed and Seed. I'm going back to Weed and Seed at the old Crozier on the west side, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I had vented this game, right? I set the kids in a circle, and I had these cards, and on one card it might say, and I got, because this is card, so one card might say I'm a rapist, right? Mm-hmm. And the other card would say I'm a rape victim. Mm-hmm. And the other card might say I'm a gunshot victim. Yeah. And the other card might say I'm a shooter, I'm a drug addict, I'm a drug dealer.
Right.
And what it was to show them the ripple effects of the community. Mm. And I remember after the program, young boy was like, yo, man, I like that Jeon, man. That was real deep, but I ain't gonna live till I'm 18 anyway. And all I could do was look at him and say, young boy, like, who told you that? Like, who told you that? Like, who told you that you wasn't blessed enough, strong enough, equipped enough, loved enough that you weren't gonna be here? And this is the type of stuff that we see every day. So again, change right now. Like, you don't have time. Whatever your dream is, if it's to play ball, go play ball. If you feel like you're too old, go be a coach. Go do something. Get in within your purpose, because maybe you might have enough IQ to coach.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your thing. Like I said, I never in a million years imagined doing a podcast, right? And even though I did youth motivational speaking for years, right? And I knew that God had equipped me and blessed me with that talent.
Right.
I never in a million years thought this was going to be it. Like this was my purpose, but I was quiet enough. I was quiet enough. I was calm enough to hear it.
Yeah.
And God placed people in my life because I kept striving. Right?
That part.
No matter how many times, and it was hard.
Right.
It was hard, bro. And in the midst of that, I had a tragedy happen that I almost didn't make it back from.
Right.
I almost didn't recover.
Right.
And I tell people all the time, they're like, yo, man, like, it's so amazing. Like, how you doing? How you smiling? And I'm like, yo, I honestly don't know. But I know it's God.
That part, yeah.
Because if it was up to me,
yeah, true story.
I could have easily been up Kensington.
Yeah.
And who would have said anything to me?
Right.
Who could have said anything to me? Right?
Yeah.
Because going through something like that.
Yeah, that's trauma, man. That trauma.
Man.
That'll do it to you. That trauma will do it to you.
Don't give up. I swear, these is prime examples right here.
No, real talk, man.
Like, this is prime examples right here. Do not give up, and don't let nobody tell you what you can't do.
Right.
We get caught up. Bro, if I had $1 for every time somebody told me that I couldn't do something that I succeeded at, I wouldn't even be doing this right now. I'd already be in Calabasas.
Yeah. Yeah, like real talk.
Like, real, bro.
I'd have been made it. I'd have been took that flight out.
Man.
I'd have been, y'all, I got rich off y'all doubt.
And what I realized is that people can only see you where they meant you at.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't speak elevation.
Nah.
It's because that's a different language.
Yeah, it is.
It's a different work
that they
ethic.
can't fathom.
Yeah, it's a different work ethic, because there's plenty of times I ain't have $1 in my pocket.
Right.
And I was interviewing millionaires.
There you go. There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
It's plenty of times when I was going all day not eating.
Right.
It was plenty of times that I had to lean on my family.
Yeah.
And one of the greatest lessons I learned, bro, was that people have to apply to be in your space.
Everybody's not worth the time.
You got to fill out an application.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't allow you in my circle. I can't allow you in this space. It's so sacred now.
Yeah. Yeah. God
has blessed it so much that now I'm like, I
don't want you around.
I can't.
Right.
You ain't no good.
Yeah. Not at all. Because you're not in alignment in the direction I'm trying to go in.
And the greatest lesson out of that I had to learn, and it was hard, even family.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Even family. And I say that when I realized that, wait, all the rapists, all the nuts, all the weirdos, all those people, right? Mm-hmm. They're somebody's family. That was somebody's son.
Yeah.
That was somebody's daughter. That was somebody's brother. That's somebody's family.
Yeah.
That don't qualify you to be in my space no more.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been a lot of people that have lost a lot of stuff because of family.
Yeah.
So I tell you this, pick your friends wisely. Mm-hmm. Pick your family wisely.
Yeah.
Blood makes us related.
Yeah.
Family is the people that's out there that's calling me every day saying, yo, bro, you good.
Right.
Keep going.
Right.
I'm proud of you and genuinely mean that.
Right. Right.
They not saying, yo, bro, I'm proud of you, man. Thank you. But can you get me on your show? Yo, bro, I'm proud. Yeah, man, I'm so proud of you, man. Woo, 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 woo. But you think you give me a discount on that house? Nah.
Right.
And envy that's the scariest thing in the world. Because that always comes from somebody that's right next to you.
Right next to you.
A hater, they don't even know you half the time.
Haters don't know you.
Hater could be from Australia, never been in America, don't know you, never seen you, and they just hating.
Yeah. Yeah.
The person that envy you,
they on your line.
They with you every day.
They been to the crib with you.
Man, they done talk to your mom, they done broke bread with you.
Yep.
And that's the scariest thing, man.
That's the thing right there.
And one thing success will do, whether small or big, boy, it'll bring out some faces you ain't never seen before.
True story. Yeah, true story. Yeah. True story, because they all want to be associated with it.
Yeah.
They all want to be associated with it.
Not even realizing God equipped you with your own vision and blessing.
Right.
That you gotta go chase.
Right.
But again, it goes back to, like I said, people, we attach ourselves to things that's not for us.
All the time. And it's easy to do that when you're not on your purpose and you don't have it.
Let me ask you this. During your process, and when you first started out, was there ever a time that you felt like giving up? Was there ever a time that you felt like, man, fuck, man?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what was it that kept you going?
That's when the patience started to kick in. The understanding and the patience started to kick in. That's what kept me going. Because it was just like, yeah, I'm finna go get this job real quick, and I'm gonna just, man, because this is just retarded. I ain't got time to be dealing with these people. It's not work, but the patience and the understanding, that's what kept me going, and that's what keeps me going. That's what I try to stay grounded in. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, boy, you'll lose your mind. You'll lose your mind fast. Like,
and that's a heavy joint to lose.
Yeah, because you ain't nothing without it. You need it.
Man.
It all starts with your mind.
So let me ask you this, and I ask everybody, right, and I change the age sometimes. If you could go back and talk to a 16-year-old Jeon, what would you say to that man? What would you say to that young man?
16-year-old me. Man, it's a lot of, that's a whole 16-year conversation I want to have with him. 16-year-old me. Learn financial literacy now. Learn that now. Learn financial education now. Learn how investing works. Learn how to apply emotional intelligence. And you'll be all right.
Emotional intelligence.
That's what I would tell them.
That's a big word.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah, that's real.
For me, 16-year-old Josh. So a lot of people didn't know this, but when I was younger, I wanted to be a Navy SEAL, right? I knew that, I said, Josh, you got to save yourself, right? If you do make it to 18, you got to save yourself and get out of here. So my plan was to join the Navy, and I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. And I would have been good at it.
Yeah.
Right? I know I would have. 16-year-old me, I would have said, Josh, no matter what, just be you.
That's big right there.
No matter what, just be you.
Because you know what? And it's funny because when you're in that age group, you really don't know yourself at all. You don't really begin to know yourself till you hit about 25, to be honest with you.
Because Josh and Bear was two completely
different
different
people.
people. Bro, I was getting off a choir van singing Mozart, Beethoven, and Bach out Swarthmore.
Wow.
And living a completely different life around St. Village.
First of all, the names you just ringed off, nobody know who Bach is, but I know who Bach is. Like, yeah, he that bull, right?
Bro, two completely different people.
Wow.
Two completely different people. So I would definitely say to all the young people, man, one, learn financial literacy right now. You're going to need it.
Forever.
Forever.
And as long as you're alive.
If you want to accumulate generational success, and I know that was a word that just started like being popular, right?
Generational wealth thing?
Yeah. I would challenge you to also think about generational health, generational intelligence, generational safety.
Yeah.
Right? Because you could leave your child behind millions of dollars.
Right.
I guarantee you, if they don't know what to do with it, they're going to lose millions of dollars.
Well, they're going to blow it like it's some smoke.
So you have to give them generational safety.
Yeah.
Set things up so when that time does come, that they also know how to spend it. They know how to run a business.
Right.
They know how to multiply it. So the next generation can still be touching what you create.
Right. It's really about the knowledge you have to pass. See, knowledge is the gift that keeps on giving. You know what I mean? You pass that down and they pass it to their kids and they pass it to their kids. But that's the same thing with trauma in a family or ignorance in a family. So let's say grandma ignorant as hell, but she passed it off to your mom and she passed it off to you, and y'all just been running around doing this thing because, oh, grandmom did that, so this gotta be right. Nah, it might be wrong.
Yeah.
So you can pass off generational ignorance, and that's what we see in our community all the time.
All the time.
Versus the knowledge, like actual real sound knowledge.
True story, right? So shout out to Safe Corridors. I'm one of the leads at Safe Corridors and one of the spokesmen for Safe Corridors. And what Safe Corridors is, shout out to Jonathan King. What Safe Corridors is we community men and women. We're at every school in Chester Upland School District, right? We make sure the kids get in school safe and we make sure they get out of school safe.
Right.
You know how Chester High is. We haven't had no fights outside of the school. Now, anything that takes place, like, you know, on your block or whatever like that. But as the kids are coming out, no fights.
The let-outs?
This year, not at all. All because you see all these men and women from our community out there in them green vests, and some people might think we crossing guards, but we are not. We're Safe Corridors.
At the let-outs?
At the let-outs, bro.
Wow.
And just true story, right? We out there, man, this young girl, man. And listen, to the parents, I don't care how ignorant, how bad I was as a child, right?
Right.
I promise you, the people that my mom worked with, when we got arrested, they couldn't believe it because we were some respectful kids.
Yeah.
I never seen the amount of disrespect from a child around an adult.
Dang.
I never seen it, right?
Wow.
So, parents, talk to your children, right? The most uncouth, the most ignorant thing that you could pass on to your child is being disrespectful in front of another adult.
Yeah.
True story, right, man? This young girl was out there, man. She cussing and She done cussed the lady out across the street, right? And mom pulled up. Mom, and I guess that was dad or whatever. And I was like, she about to get her. Her and the mom was over there doing cussing. And it was so sad. I was just like, wow. Like, what happened?
Are you serious, man?
Bro, I was telling my folks, right, it was almost a tearjerker for me, bro. Like, to see that, it was unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Parents, we gotta do better.
Yo, that's wild, because
we gotta do better. And
yo,
listen,
that's wild.
We
man.
all cuss, right, when we was kids. I don't really like if they walk in and they in their group of their friends and they, yeah, nah, F out of it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Go ahead, rock.
Right.
I get that. We did that. I never went to a neighbor or a woman in the community or another man in our community like,
just cuss
F you nothing. I ain't gotta listen to you. That's wild.
You know what the crazy part? I know this is crazy, but dog, we even gave the junkies respect.
Dog.
I'm sorry that my mind
we
went
was
there.
taught that though.
Even though you was a junk, you still wasn't an elder.
Auntie.
You still was an adult. Yeah, you somebody's something. We ain't
somebody's
never
mom.
Yeah,
more
we
than
never,
likely.
Yeah, we ain't never
child.
We ain't never cuss you out, but that's wild. Like, and the mom hopped out and just jumped in to cuss out.
Dog, talking about.
That's crazy.
I couldn't believe it. I'm talking about to a whole school, and I ain't putting the names out there, but to a whole school official, bro. Like, they try to explain, like, yo, your daughter was out of pocket, they cussed the lady off across you. Wait a minute.
The ignorance is real.
I'm thinking in my head, I said, oh, she about to get bopped. Like, this is what we need. I'm glad mom pulled up. Let's go, mom. I'm rooting for.
Yeah, she need to get punched on. Like, she needed to get checked. She needed to get disciplined, man. But that's,
bro,
yo,
it was so
real.
sad that I had to walk away. Like, I couldn't even
endure that.
I couldn't even endure it, bro.
Wow.
I'm still speechless just thinking about it. Like, bro, it was that deep. So
that is crazy, man.
Parents, man, let's have conversations with our children. Like, genuinely. Like, it's just us, right? Let's have genuine conversations with our babies. Like, we need that.
Yeah.
We genuinely need that. Like, we need to work together. Whatever help you need. If you need help, DM me. I am connected to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's nice.
Like, please, please DM me. We have a lot of events set up. I'm connected to a lot of people. Y'all see my show. Y'all see who I'm interviewing. Y'all see that I'm connected to a lot of people. Please use me as a connector. DM me if you need your child to have a mentor. Shout out to Jaleel Beats and Andre Kennard.
Nice.
Starting next month,
work, yeah.
the 12th and the 13th. We'll be taking 20 young men from the community, giving them free haircuts and mentoring them in the barbershop once a month. So that's going to be 20 young men that will get mentored and get haircuts. W.W.J.D of CMPRadio.net has partnered with Jaleel Beats.
That's nice. That's
and
real
Andre
nice,
Kennard.
man.
So shout out to them, man. We was in the backyard at a family function. We just said, all right, let's do it. We did it. It's official starting next month, the 12th and the 13th. Jaleel will be in the building.
That's beautiful.
So you just never know who's going to be there.
That's nice.
So we'll be picking 20 kids, 10 and 10.
Right.
That's 20 young boys.
Right.
That's going to have a haircut.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right.
Also, we taking 20 kids, 5 adults to Rutgers University. It's all types of stuff. Yeah, to watch the game, bro.
Ooh.
Iowa versus Rutgers, bro. Ooh. You know that's top tier football.
That's Big
top
Ten
tier
football.
college football.
That's Big Ten football right there. Yeah.
So we have stuff lined up, y'all. It's programs out here to help you. It's parenting classes, but we got to do it together because what I'm seeing, it got to stop.
It got to stop.
We are killing our own children. We are setting our children up for failure. We are killing our own community. The moment that we okay with that, the moment that we agree with that, the moment that we allow our children to be our parents, we have failed.
Tremendously failed. But you know what though? Just piggybacking off like the parents, what you got to look at is the parents need the education too.
100. And I never bash our parents, right?
Yeah.
Because I always say, bro, we from the generation of babies having babies.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
We didn't know neither. I didn't know neither. I'm still learning.
Right.
We still learning.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's get together. Let's learn. I want to go to a parenting class.
Yeah.
I want to learn how to be a better dad. I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
And nor do I portray that to be. So please, when you see me talking, don't think that, oh, Josh got it. No, I don't got it together.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still learning, right?
Yeah.
I did 10 and a half years of incarceration. I'm still building 10 and a half years of relationships.
Getting it back.
Still dealing with the trauma of them losing a brother, me losing a son.
Yeah.
Still dealing with all that stuff.
Yup.
We are still learning, but let's learn together.
Yeah, it'll work
That's
better.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Use this as a connector. Use this as a platform to say, you know what, let me reach out to Josh today and see what parenting classes are out there.
Right.
Let me reach out to Josh and see what community events are happening that I could bring my child to, that I could bring my daughter to. When you see us out there in the community, I'm out in front of Chester High every morning, every afternoon. Come speak to me. Come say hi to us. Get to know the safe corridors because we're members of the community.
Yeah.
And if you introduce your child to us, then now we know. Now we got that personal relationship.
Yeah.
So now I can
now
say,
they covered.
no, you already know.
Yeah.
Nah, Ricky, whatever, you already know. Because now they know, right? And that's community policing.
Yeah,
that's not even police. I don't want to use that word. That's community activists.
Yeah.
That's community working together.
That's community care.
Like, let's really get together
Yeah.
and change this narrative because we can. Like, we really can.
Nah, that's community care right there. That's like, it takes a village to raise a child. That's basically what that is right there, man.
Absolutely, bro.
And when you do that, it just makes it so much better. There's more community unity involved. And it helps the youth out to the 10th power, man.
Because there's no way our kids should be out here acting like that.
Yo, that's crazy.
Because
I'm
guess
stuck
what?
on that right now.
The kids today are way more spoiled than we was.
Oh.
They got everything. So it ain't no way that a kid should be able to cuss a dog out and you going home to a PlayStation 5, clothes. Because I haven't seen not one of the kids going to the school that wasn't fly. So big shout out to the parents, the grandmoms, the grandfathers,
'cause they doing
the
it.
caregivers that's taking care of. Because one thing for sure, they fly young boys, right? They got more sneak. They coming, the sneak game on the beam. So we know y'all flying. We know y'all come from good stock because y'all looking good. But emotionally and intellectually,
That's the word. That's where the neglect is happening.
It's a big disconnect.
Yeah.
You could love your child, but you can't always be that. You can't be your child's best friend, right?
Not at all.
You still gotta be a parent. You
That
still
part.
gotta learn to be parents, and we gotta learn.
Absolutely.
Keyword learn, right? Because we don't know everything.
Yeah.
But we can, y'all.
And learning is a never-ending process.
At all.
You're gonna be learning till the day you die, man.
The smartest man in the room is the one who knows he knows nothing.
That part. And I learned that every year. Every year I find myself saying, "Oh, you don't know what you talking about."
Yeah.
You know, every year I realize like it really happened when I was like 26. I was just like, "Oh, snaps. I really don't have it figured out." And every year after that, I started to learn how much I did not know.
Oh, something as relevant as my podcast.
Yeah.
We was talking before. I remember when I first started my podcast, y'all been following me from day one. Dog, yo, welcome to W. And I had alcohol but big shout out to Uncle P, man.
Yeah, that part.
A man who was able to see another man and pull
Right.
me to the side and was like, yo, bro,
Right.
they ain't you.
Right. Right.
We got 1 million of those.
Right.
We need Josh Shockley.
Right.
We need Joshua Shockley.
Yeah.
And he liberated me, right?
That part. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's 2 points in that. It's one, you got to be willing to learn.
Absolutely.
Because people are willing to teach you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I could have easily looked at my big bro and was like, nah, bro, I'm doing my motherfucking thing.
Yeah, I'm doing my thing.
Guess what? I'd have never interviewed the CEO of the Boys and Girls Club. I would have never interviewed Dave Galuch running for Congress. I would have never interviewed Carol Kazim running for state rep.
Wow.
I would have never been interviewing Will Morgan at City Hall.
Wow.
I would have never been interviewing Mary Gay Scanlon tomorrow.
Wow. That's shameless name dropping going on, right?
No,
but that's real though.
Because that's where the work is.
Yeah.
Right? I want them to see the work.
Yeah.
Because it's an example that they can attach to right now, right?
Yeah.
The growth that they can attach to right now. So we're constantly growing. Do not stop growing. Don't let nobody tell you that you done.
Yeah.
It's over. You made it. No, I didn't make. Jay-Z still hungry.
Yeah. Still hungry. Wow. Still hungry. Yeah, because you can't allow people to project their ignorance onto you and you take on that.
This
that
how
thinking.
deep it is. Bill Gates still hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, Warren Buffett still hungry. They still
hungry. They still want more.
Yeah, and they don't have to do nothing else forever.
Their children's children is set up.
They set, but they still working.
They still hungry. They still working. They still
working.
getting up, showing up to the office.
Every day.
Every day. What are you doing?
Every day.
This is for y'all. What are you doing? What books are you reading? What are you feeding your children? What are you eating? Right? What are you doing to benefit yourself emotionally, mentally, physically?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you said, that passes down to our children. I wrote a piece one time, and it said that what we give our children, that's our inheritance, right? Mm-hmm. What our children inherited becomes their heritage. Mm-hmm. Their heritage becomes their tradition.
Yeah.
What will their tradition be?
Yeah.
Because that young girl cussing, that's now her tradition.
Yeah.
That's her heritage that was passed down.
It's normalized.
So she's gonna pass that down,
to her
and
kids.
that's gonna become another child's tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
and
cultural.
I'm sure that 9 out of 10, it was mom's tradition.
Absolutely. She
That
probably
was-
got that from her mom.
She inherited.
Yeah. That's
all
what I'm
they
saying.
doing is passing it down.
Passing it down.
But I'm here to tell you that it can stop. I'm here to tell you that change is possible.
Absolutely.
I'm here to tell you that there is help. I'm here to tell you that we don't know everything, right? Babies had babies, right? We did. We was players. We was running around. We was doing us, right? We had a fun childhood.
Fun.
It is time for us to get that education now, y'all. It's time for us to learn.
Right.
Because guess what? The old heads, by the grace of God, we have more years with them. Mm-hmm. But every soul shall taste death. We know this.
Yeah.
They're slowly but surely trickling out of here, and it's our time.
Yeah.
It's our era.
Yeah.
It's our time for change.
Yeah.
We are the next mayors, the next governors, the next state reps, the next congressmen, the next presidents. We are next. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Because if we're not careful, this whole generation will go blank. Our whole era will be a blank in history.
Yeah. It'll be all for nothing.
It'll be all for nothing.
All for nothing, man.
So, bro, first and foremost, man, thank you for coming out. Bro.
Absolutely, man.
I had a ball, bro.
Nah, real talk. No, real
I've been
talk,
busy
man.
all
Like,
day, and it's a different feel, going from interviewing Big shout out to Will, man. I had a ball with Will.
Yeah,
man.
Will, my guy too.
Yeah, man. Oh, Will, man. If you watching, man, I love you, bro. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah,
for
Will, my
having
guy,
me.
man.
That was real dope. And shout out to everybody that I had on my show, bro. Everybody that's been on W.W.J.D. is doing something positive.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And I love all my guests. I love everybody that tunes in. I love all the fans, all the inboxes, all the love that I get, all the motivation that I get. Please keep it coming. I need it. I'm changing every day. I'm working every day. Yes, me. Don't let this tie fool you. I got to take this off at night. And live life like everybody else, right? So, but I'm blessed enough to know that I have a purpose. I'm blessed enough to know that my vision is my vision.
Yep.
I'm blessed to know that I'm able to change.
Yeah.
I'm capable of change, and that I want to change.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to stop, right? We have so much growth that needs to take place. So thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you, bro, for coming out.
Nah, man, thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, man.
We gotta do this again
Yeah,
sometime,
absolutely,
bro.
man. Let me know, man. This is
maybe you gotta come back as a co-host, man.
Yeah, hey, yo, I will. Just let me know, man. Say the word. I'm gonna slide.
We're gonna get Mira on here too, man.
Yeah, gotta get Zone on here. Shouts out to Zone, man.
Shout out to Zone, man. Shout out
man.
to his clothing line, man. Shout out to all the people in the comments, man. Thank y'all so much for checking in, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Till next time, make sure you check the live out with Mary Gay Scanlon, our Congresswoman, tomorrow.
Nice.
At 2 o'clock. We will be live with W.W.J.D.
Nice.
2022's best new interviewer is right here in the building.
That's a
I
fact.
love y'all.
That's a
Catch
fact.
y'all next week on W.W.J.D. 7 p.m.
Peace and blessings.
You fill it with pride. You send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. I'm giving them hope. You giving them hell. You fill it with pride. And you send them to jail. I'll give them a dream, I said, and you'll never fail. Just don't ever lie, and don't ever tell. Put it in your pocket for they come and pocket you, nigga. That's when they sit you on your pocket with a Glock to you, nigga. He ran out of time, ain't make it to the hospital, nigga. His body cold, the stick inside him. He a popsicle, nigga. It always be the ones like guns, you know I got you, my nigga. That fuck around and rock you, and I ain't